Alright. First off, I just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight and supporting the team one last time this season. First off, I'd like to thank a couple guys, Jeff Squires, Billy Wiggin, and Steve Kroll. If it wasn't for these three gentlemen, I would have never ended up here, got drafted here after the Abbey folded. Stu, you're the main reason why there's a first-class organization here in Truro. You've provided me with a great hockey experience and helped me pursue my education for 4 years. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. Coach, you're without a doubt the best hockey coach I've ever had. I've learned so much about the game from you, and I have a greater love and appreciation from the game since you've coached me. You've had my back and owned my ass for about 4 years. You've always told me the truth, whether I liked it or not, and I have a greater amount of respect for you as a coach and more importantly a man. I will always consider you a friend. Fooch, I was going to include a list of all your pregame analogies in my speech, but it added an extra 2 pages to my speech. It's long enough as it is, so sorry. I always admired the passion and enthusiasm you brought to the room. I have a great amount of respect for your teaching and coaching abilities. Your community and volunteer work throughout many hockey levels is tremendous and certainly hasn't gone unnoticed. Barber, you weren't always able to make it to the rink due to other commitments, but when you were there, you always brought passion, energy, and terrible passing abilities to our practice. Your work ethic is second to none, and your contribution to our team is greatly appreciated. You are eager to learn, and because of your coaching abilities, you're continually improving. Thanks, Rick Flair. Mike, not gonna lie to you, dude. I thought you were 2 beers short of an 8-pack whenever you get that T in the back of your head. But you're a goalie, so I'll let it slide, right? It's been great having you around, Mike. I've had a lot of good times with you, and it's unfortunate it was just 1 year. But it was fun while it lasted. Steve. It's been a pleasure having you in the room for the past 4 years. You've always been good to me, and you helped me out if I needed anything. Most times you weren't too motivated or needed a smoke before you helped me out, but you always got around to it at some point. But on a serious note, you're always good for motivating the boys and being positive in the room, and you're very vocal on the bench, and I really appreciated that. Steve, I already thanked Steve. Chip, you're without a doubt the glue to the dressing room. You're a tremendous help to our team, and I enjoyed working with you. And you always got me whatever I needed without any say. And in case you're wondering, I'm still mad at you for giving that Band-Aid Walker better sticks than me all year. I'm pretty sure I've been here longer, bud. Jeremy, I want to thank you for helping out around the room. You've always been a loyal fan, and it's great having you around. I may have stayed with one hockey team my whole junior career, but there's no doubt I was a bit of a billet cancer. I had 4 billets in 4 years. But for the record, I never got kicked out of one of them. It was for other reasons, but I'm not going to get into that. I'd like to thank each of them for welcoming me into their homes and making me feel more comfortable for being away from home. Aaron, Lisa, Elijah, and Lexi Mears, Shannon and Sophie McGinnis, Mike, Ann, and Justin Frizzle, and finally my current billets, Richard, Kathy, Zach, and Kira Gate. The Gates unfortunately couldn't be here tonight because they're in the Dominican, but I still want to thank them for helping making my final year the best one yet. Their home is truly a second home for me, and I felt welcome the second I walked through their door. I'd also like to thank the other billet families that welcomed me into their home and let me raid their fridge and cupboards. In particular, I want to thank Ann White, Steve and Heather Patton, Ian and Bart McLeod, Tracy and Joanne Toole, Kathy and Troy Frazier, and Duncan and Gina McDonald, and all the other billets. And for the record, Gina, I want to point something out. I took the blame for setting your fire alarm twice at 2 in the morning on a Sunday, and it wasn't me. It was all Walshy. I'm throwing them under the bus. I don't have to babysit him for coach anymore, so I figured I might as well do it, right? Sorry, Walsh. Sorry, but not sorry. Wendy Kopp and Diane McKenzie, thanks for helping me pursue my education and make sure I stayed on top of my schoolwork. Your support was much appreciated. I'd also like to thank some people who do a lot of work behind the scenes. Keith McKenzie, Wayne McCormick, Harold Barkhouse, Debbie Brown, Jerry Hale, Danny Carver, Ken Lahead, Matt Vino, and Ivan McKenna, along with all the other people who help our team. Thanks for the support. And I also want to thank Matt Vino for putting that picture of me crying on the front page of the church. It wasn't embarrassing at all, man. And I wasn't pissed either. I'd like to thank Janice Newcomb and Mary Sampson from Big Brothers Big Sisters for helping me as an in-school mentor with James Davey. I had a lot of fun spending time with James, and it was a great volunteer experience. I'd like to thank all the schools, hockey teams, and other clubs that allowed me to come out and help. I truly enjoyed giving back to the community of Truro because it's given a lot back to me. I'd also like to thank the league for recognizing me for my volunteer work by giving me the Community Leadership Award. Every player on the team has done their fair share of volunteer work, and I was just fortunate enough to be recognized. I'd like to thank Heather, Sarah, and Nicole from Shot Conditioning as well. I can honestly say I dreaded walking through your doors every time I went, but I was happy I came when I left. Thanks for helping me stay in shape. As for the fans, I appreciate your support you've given the team and myself over the past 4 years. I especially want to thank John and Julia Urquhart, Terry Eisner, Tom Guinan, and Jim and Gloria Webb, along with all the other loyal fans during my time here. I also want to thank Julia for providing me with profile pictures for Facebook and Twitter for 4 years. Much appreciated. Mom, according to you, I never had a bad game during my time in Truro, and I was always one of the best players in the ice. And even though we were both of those things are wrong, I always appreciate your optimism and support throughout my career. Can't thank you enough for all the sacrifices you have made for me to get to where I am today. Couldn't ask for a better mother. Damn. Dad, I'm not going to look at you because if I do, I'm going to cry. So every day I strive to be like you. You're the biggest role model in my life, and I look up to you more than you'll ever know. Well, not physically since about grade 6, but still look up to you. You've guided me through my hockey career and life, and have been there for me every step of the way. You and Mom have helped me, give me every opportunity to become successful and reach my goals. Finally, I want to thank my sister Ellie for always reminding me that I have stone hands and that I smell bad. Love you too, sis. I'd also like to take the time to thank Chevy's, AC Pub, Engine Room, Stonehouse, Piper's Pub and Ambulance, Cheers in Halifax, the Chino, and the NSLC for being the unofficial sponsors of our off-ice team building sessions. They really help bring the boys together, especially in the cage. To the other 20s that are graduating with me, whether it's been 4 years or 1 year, I've enjoyed our time here playing together. If I'm going to end my junior career with anyone, it would be you boys. Best of luck to you guys next year, and I hope you guys find a place to play besides Walker, because the only ice he wants is his triple rum coke. I hope to stay in touch. To the guys returning next year, it's been a pleasure to go to war with you every game. Go to war every game with you guys. I hope you guys can take home the league championship and the Fred Page Cup next season. Thanks for making my time here in Truro an unforgettable experience, and I love every one of you guys and consider your brothers. Hope you keep in touch, boys. I also want to make a special shout out to Adam Frazier, my roommate. You've been great to live with. Love you, bud, but I'm not going to miss your snoring. I took full advantage to hit you with a pillow as hard as I could every time you snored. I also want to make a special shout out to a couple rookies. I just want to remind that I own their ass for life. Cargo, I told you I'd never brag about beating you in sports when we played at the AC gym, but I lied. You've never beat me in badminton. I think you beat me twice in racquetball because I pity you, because you suck. And I own you. And Mosier, Moj! I thought you would learn after the first 48 times we wrestled that you couldn't tap me out. But you never learned. Quit trying to prove yourself, you stunned rookie schmel. I'd like to make a shout out to a couple of former Bearcats, Casey Brown, Sam Hansel, Andrew Harms, Luke Cudmore, Ben Dempsey, and Mike Sid Vicious Vasey, and all the others that helped me adjust to being away from home and making me feel a part of the team. They were really there for me in my early years, and I'm thankful for that. I also want to wish good luck to Sam Caldwell in his playoff run. Would have liked to finish my career. Would have liked to finish my career with him, but since we were together since day one, but I really hope he has a ring around his finger by the end of the year. Almost there. Finally, I'd like to thank God for blessing me with the opportunity to have this unforgettable experience in Truro. And thanks a lot, guys, for listening. And cheers. Have a good night.